I gotta ask you.
Yeah.
Are you gay?
Welcome to Plathville, Season 7, Episode 4. Recap, kind of, but I just kind of wanted to talk about it. It was in 2025, using that as an insult or thinking you got some gotcha moment. I mean, oh my God. Not to mention, just between us, if we're going to go with some seriously outdated standards and just be the worst kind of human being, we might want to go look in a mirror and see if we see a cream cheese dipped baby bear, but that's just my opinion. If you don't know what that is, please don't Google it, especially with those words together. And if you do, I am not... no liability, okay? But Ethan is just overall really disturbing. We're gonna get to Veronica in just a second, but even the things that he said, there's something wrong here.
I need you to look in their faces. It's not.
It may take me years to warm up to Zach. It's just all very fast, but I'm happy for her. I want her to be happy.
Spend time with Zach. See the cows. Get to know him.
Here they go.
I'm happy you're happy.
This is not.
Usually I don't say things that flat out and that bold, but that is not normal. Like, I'm sorry, I have 2 older brothers, 5 male cousins. They worry about me because I've made some real whopper decisions in my life. But that is something else. That really, honestly, Ethan is just between the recordings and everything. This guy needs to be off TV, and he also needs to not be around other people, especially children and women. Then we jump over to Veronica, and listen, guys, I'm gonna level with you. I know that she started the narrative of the same thing was done to her that was done to Olivia, because Olivia really was given a bad edit by TLC and turned into kind of the bad guy to make the Plaths look good. And I do feel like that was a plan and that there was some manipulation here, because judging by everything else and the fact that she has doubled down on her behavior, she was part of the team. I don't know what to tell everyone. Yes, she was treated terribly. Absolutely. But you can be both someone who was hurt and someone who hurts people simultaneously. Now, I know what people are going to say, it's reactive, right? Now, there was one clip that just came out where maybe that could be true. That's not what this is. She's joining in with them and enjoying what she's doing, then decides to manipulate the outside situation with Olivia and leaves the rest of the family to call Olivia to further build this narrative that she's been treated terribly when she's there actively treating people terribly.
There's a lot going on. They all want to pretend that they didn't treat me like shit, and that none of it ever happened, so sort of feel bad.
Okay.
I think that others were treated this way as well.
When you say others, who are you talking about?
Olivia.
The only people there who were being mean and pretending and this and that, which she was talking about Mariah, they've had beef, but with everything else that she was doing there, it is absolutely ridiculous to go to the woods and make that statement. And again, I've said this in a few of these videos, it reads as trying to manipulate the narrative in the testimonials so that TLC would manipulate the videos. And I'm telling you, and I know this is going to make some of you mad, that's a mean girl, okay? And I know, how do you know? You're gonna get that, how do I know? Well, friend,
I read people.
I'm just gonna say it exactly like it is in my head, no holes barred. Basically, I think she saw what happened to Olivia and knew that people would not question that narrative of they're trying to make me look bad so they make them look good. But if that is true, let me pose one question to you. What about this episode made the Plaths look good? Nothing. She was just part of the team. Not to mention, I've been in bad situations with bad dudes. That doesn't mean I'm not embarrassed for my bad behavior when I was involved in those bad situations, which, trust me, there was some, and I will apologize until the end of the earth. Any of you see this, you need a call, you need an apology today, I'm waiting for you. But she doesn't care because she thinks that there's a way to justify treating people like that because the Plath
Family has a complete social structure of a high school. They just don't know it because they don't go to high school.
Tell me that.
You have your brainless jocks. You have the nerds. You have the young kids, you have the social outcasts, you have the pariahs, and you have Veronica and Olivia. Like, under the pyramid, in a mud chamber they put us in.
Just the way that she describes the high school structure, which she's very much involved in, tells me everything I need to know, and that would have been the girl that would have stuffed you in a trash can. Moving on, Ethan has this conversation, and so does Micah, with Zach, wherein really what they're asking, and I'm just going to say this the way I wrote it in my notes, is, are you going to pound out my sister or do you want to? Which is just not a brotherly conversation. This whole thing, this family, I honestly, like, a lot of times you're like, oh, they need to talk about it, they need to work it out. I just think no contact's a good idea.
When you're with Lydia, when you think of Lydia, what do you feel?
I feel
God, I hate it when men do that.
just confident.
things that make you go ick, the down. Anyway, I've got my own, whatever. But confident, he takes this as a bad answer, which I think a lot of it too is that Ethan's never felt confident a day in his life. Most men who are like this don't. Why do you think they got a peacock all the time and prove to everyone they're confident? Because they're not. I'm a red pill alpha. Well, the concept of alpha is not real, so good job. And red pill, why don't you go look up what the Matrix is an allegory for? Case solved, let's continue.
The reason why I ask is because, so you guys are saving your first kiss for your wedding.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Yeah, it's not anything that I expected to make a commitment to, but because of who Lydia is, it changed my heart and was like, yeah, no, that's something I really do want to commit to honor her.
Because I couldn't do that, and I don't know who could.
I couldn't do that, and I don't know who could. Well, darling, it's not your wedding or your engagement. Nobody cares what you would do. Oh, my God. There are a lot of people that need to hear that. No one cares what your opinion is. It's not about you. But because Ethan is so confused, not to mention this is what they were raised in, so I don't even know where this is coming from, whatever, and what he says next. He feels like since Zach is going to honor his sister, which is supposedly what he wants, that's not what he wants, but he must be lying because Ethan would never honor a woman in general or in that way.
Gentleness and self-control. It's in the Bible.
But I don't think it's honest to say I'm not kissing her because, of the fruit of the loom or it's the 7 fruits of whatever. Off, you big holy I think that's a bull answer.
Remember when I tell you with guys like Ethan, it's not about the book, it's not about the thing, they don't even believe in it. It's about what they want and control. And this is a perfect example.
I mean, everything that you and Lydia have said is great and sounds amazing, but I gotta ask you.
Yeah.
Are you gay?
That's my case. I think we can pretty much say every recording and every rumor you've heard about this man is likely true. And Veronica, although I get it and I'm trying, you're just not going to get the sympathy because even though things were going on, behaved terribly, we should have said something. And if she was getting the bad edit, then why did everyone look bad? You know what I'm saying? So we might want to look into that. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you probably day after tomorrow for the next one. Not of this show, we're moving on, but you know what I mean. Have a good day.